Hello, hello. It is Pippa from Ocean Time, and it is Sunday Funday, talking all about cruising. I will also be talking more about my cruises that I just went on, but I want to give a big shout out to Ocean Time Group Cruise. I call it the Spot Cruise, South Pacific Ocean Time Group Cruise. This coming January. It's only 292 days away. Hello, jump on board, give Gabby TA a call. It is 10 nights going to the South Pacific, overnight in Villa. Very nice, very nice. Here, group cruise. We will be doing amazing things. Where is it? Dedicated Ocean Time host, welcome gift, access to Ocean Time events exclusively, sail away parties, cabin crawl, trivia, scavenger hunt, slot pool, casino lessons. Even if you don't want to, you can do as much or as little as you like as well. I can't see any comments. But yes, please reach out, get on board. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. All right. I see Raymond. Hi. How are you? I hope everyone is very well. Gabrielle's in the house. Gabrielle just booked. Hello. Peter, hello. Watching on YouTube. Nice. Pam, hi. All right. Second thing I want to talk about. Because cruising kind of confirmed back in Australia, but people are asking, what's it going to be like? What procedures and policies are they going to have in place? Brad's in the house. Robert, hello. What are they going to have out of Australia? And we're talking whether it be mask wearing, social distancing. What else? Can you think of anything else? My thoughts on this, though, and I've written it down. What is it? Because I believe we should start where basically the rest of the world is at. You can't go backwards you can't go back to 2020 when we're in 2022. People talking about test cruises. There will be no test cruises for Royal Caribbean out of Australia. And the reason why I say this is because there's a cruise booked. Like cruises are booked, Trans-Pacific cruises coming over, and then the cruises are going that day on their next cruise. There will be no test cruising. I don't even know why people are mentioning this. I just don't understand. This is just my opinion, FYI. Buffet, help yourselves. Yeah, but I don't understand that either because I work at a place where it's a buffet, help yourself. But on the ships, you have the crew that will serve you, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. I would think it would actually employ more people on the ship. So that's fine. Good afternoon, John. I hope all is well. Definitely have done. So, agreed. Restrictions should match whatever's happening on land. Absolutely, because there is no way that if they're going to say, the Australian government, oh, no, you have to wear masks on the ships when I don't have to wear masks on land. I'm not going to be wearing masks on the ship. If you caught my last live, but just came back from the Navigator of Seas out of Los Angeles. Basically, the whole cruising experience was the exact same prior to COVID, other than two things. Other than getting a test prior to getting on board, which no big deal. I'm happy to do so at any time. Have a test to get on board. And the number two, the crew were wearing masks. That was it. Everything else, exactly the same. Now, I believe there was probably less passengers on board. I don't know the exact number, whether it be 1,000 less kind of thing. I did notice it in the theatre at the shows, but again, that could just be because people didn't want to go to the shows. So, Marie, hello. Just listening is busy organising all my upcoming cruises and finally doing all the spreadsheets. Nice. Brad, just don't go to the buffet, simple. Well, you say that. On 14 nights, I went to the Windjammer twice. And one of those was just because I went and had dinner with some of the crew. So I wouldn't have gone. So, yeah, I'm over the Windjammer. But that's also because I had the ultimate dining package, so I could go anywhere. Robert, I think it will simply be a test on board. But then again, that's got nothing to do with the public. It's the ship, but the ship has to keep clear customs or clear immigration of that country anyway. So that's nothing out of the ordinary. My point is there's going to be no test cruise for cruising out of Australia. John, in Sydney last weekend, went to Sheraton on the Park, Sunday buffet, all self-service, no masks. What's the difference? 1,000%. 1,000%. Rick, I'm not wearing a mask or doing any tests before or after. That's a deal breaker. I don't know why you'd have a problem with having a test just to get on board. I'm happy to do so. One, so that I know. Two, that they're healthy people on board. I'm fine with that. Gabrielle, did you wear a mask getting on and off the ship? Yes, I did, for not even a minute. Like literally put a mask on, walked out the gangway, and yeah, you are correct, but it's so little and insignificant. I don't even think about it. Brad, did you have to double vax or triple? Double. I haven't updated my international QR code paperwork for my booster. I've had it, but you don't need it. It's just double vaxxed. Michelle, hello. I finally booked another cruise, Quantum in March. Yay! Love it. I've got that down here actually. We can start. Where are we? The virus doesn't transmit through food anyway. Robert Windjammer, service was excellent on board the ships and liked being served. Absolutely. Did you have to wear masks on the plane for the entire trip? Yes, other than eating or drinking. They, on the flight back, they mentioned it about 2 or 3 times, saying, make sure your mask is over your nose and mouth, please. Hi, Tracy. Am I early? I've got somewhere to be. But again, there's some people that will sit there with a drink in front of them and, not wear a mask for an hour. It didn't bother me that I was wearing the mask. I also find it interesting because on an aeroplane, the air is circulated in and out of the plane every 4 minutes. And I've also talked about the fact that there was never any outbreaks from a flight. There was always outbreaks from the hotel, but not the flight. That's just my opinion. Hi, Ange. I did enjoy my cruise. It was awesome. I highly recommend it. I would do it again, but definitely a little stressful leading up to it because I don't want to get COVID. I don't want to catch anything. Other than that, which is fine. I'll take that any day. Pam, how long before you got your COVID test results back from the airport tests? I flew out on the Wednesday. On the Tuesday afternoon, I went out to the airport and got the test. There was only, at the time, 3 planes leaving later on that day. I literally walked in and out within 4 minutes and got the test results back within 40 minutes. So again, it was very seamless, stress-free situation. Hi, Leanne. Brad, you download. Oh, what did I miss from Brad? Download something. How do you get your international travel vaccine certificate? Yeah, you download it. Is it through MyGov? And then there's like a button that you click and that will bring up bring up. I can't show you it all because it'll look like that. Actually, it'll look like that. But it's not a problem. Hi, Sean. Just returning from Canada myself, 20 hours of masks. Do you know when the first cruise leaves from the new Brisbane cruise ship terminal? I want to say it's the 1st of June, or it could be the 2nd of June, but it's a P&O cruise, and I'll be there, hopefully, working. Who did you go insurance with? I went with Go Insurance. That was suggested by a travel agent. I would also be happy going with Covermore or Southern Cross Travel Insurance. And again, it's very confusing, but I guess as long as you've got some insurance. Also, cruising out of Australia, I'm not worried about COVID. That's just I'm not worried because I'm close. Okay, granted, if I got COVID out of Navigator, out of LA, but the procedures are that you just get off the ship, they put you up in a hotel, or you go and stay in a hotel for 5 days, and then it would have flown home. Again, for me personally, no big deal. As long, I guess, as if you don't get too sick. Sean, from MyGov, it's a link that says download international certificate. Thank you. It was stressful. It was really, really stressful. What, wearing a mask for 20 hours? Did Go Insurance cover you for COVID? I believe so. I don't understand why travel insurances wouldn't cover you for that, because why would anyone book the insurance if that wasn't included, especially if you are going overseas? I wonder how much longer all the paperwork will last for. There wasn't much paperwork. There was the certificate, there was my negative test, which I can't even remember now if I printed it out, but that's leaving Australia. When I was coming back into Australia, it was just on my phone, and saying that this month you don't need the vaccine, you don't need a negative test to come back in, and I think even leaving now. So look, and the other thing is that when people are talking about cruising coming back to Australia and what's it going to be like, P&O and Carnival are cruising in June, July, August. Royal Caribbean aren't getting here till October, November. We will know, we'll know in July, August, what the cruising situation is going to be like out of Australia. So we have that luxury, I guess. Whereas people have booked, which is fine, P&O and Carnival, but I don't know if they know exactly what the go is. John, at this stage, how do you see visits to the islands? When will decisions be made, in my opinion? Well, they have to be made shortly. But again, we're talking 6 months away, and a lot can happen in 6 months. People are still flying to the islands now. You can fly to Fiji. I don't know which one, if it's New Caledonia is open, or is it Vanuatu? I know one of them is still closed, but again, 6 months from now, and personally, again, I don't care if I'm just cruising to nowhere. Sean, looking forward to cruising, starting up again, cruising back to Australia on Quantum in October, November. Yay. Well, sir, I will take you off because I'm getting on the 1st of November. We use Allianz and it covers us for COVID when in the US we got COVID, if we get COVID. Cool. Dennis, do you wear masks while you're sleeping on the plane? Yes, I did. Saying that, I don't know, if I do this, it's going to, what's the word? It's going to go out of focus. However, let me show you this. Where are you? This is what I took on the plane, the guy sitting next to me. Oh, you can't really see it. Anyway, it's still funny. He didn't wear, his mask did come down from his nose. Let me see if I can you see what he's got? He's got his sunglasses on. because we had a seat in the middle of us that was empty, and he went over and he was changing the screen, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He's going to put up, the flight information, so it'll just be easy to see. No, he turned it off, which was fine because he wanted it darkness. And because of, I guess, my screen, he put his sunglasses on. I didn't have the heart to tell him that in his little welcome pack from Qantas was like, I call them sleepy eyes, sleep shades. So he wore his sunglasses. Is there a viewing area at the terminal? I have seen, what's the word? Little, not diagrams, little, not paper mache. Oh, I don't know what it's called. Models. I've seen a little model of the cruise ship terminal, and behind the terminal, it had grass and it had chairs that you could go and like watch the ships sail in and out. However, on their website, Port of Brisbane, it's sort of stating that the terminal will only be open when there's a ship in port, for starters, because it is gated off. So that's all I know. I haven't checked out behind it, but I haven't seen any more about that. Great question. I have from Sydney to Seattle and Seattle to the Inside Passage and return to Seattle. I did the cruise in 2018 on Explorer of the Seas. Nice. You cruised all that way? Outstanding. Are masks still mandatory on ships? Not for passengers. For crew they are. And the crew even have to wear them back of house, which I wasn't aware until halfway through the cruise. So that's pretty full on. And they get tested nearly, I think, twice a week. But there was restrictions on them getting off, but that's all getting better. And there is, I think, now or near to this future, it will be optional whether the crew wear masks back of house. So, yeah. Hi, Jeff. We don't know any of the requirements yet for P&O or Carnival bookings. See, there you go. They don't know nothing. David, hello. Let me have a look. Pippa, the T's and C's for Australian cruising, what happens if you get COVID with the ship? Cover the medical costs on the ship? No, they won't cover the medical costs on the ship because you should have insurance. As some travel insurance is not covering COVID if you go on a multiple night cruise. Well, like I said, why would you book that travel insurance if it's not going to cover you for COVID? And I guess it will cost you money on the ships if you stay in medical. If you get a test and it's found positive, what they will do is they will remove you and put you in a dedicated COVID cabin, and then it's pretty much the next port they will disembark you. That won't cost you anything from medical though. So I had a friend that it happened to, and Royal actually, and this is in the past, so it's not to say it's going to happen in the future, where Royal reimbursed him for his hotel stay. That's all I'm saying, not getting into it. Will the ships be 100% full sail from Australia? Great question. I don't know. Some people would like it not to be, but I want everything to get back to normal in with money. I want the ships to make money so they stay. Maybe his head was too big for his eyes. No, I have a husband who has a big head. I'm sure he could fit it on, but it was hilarious. So, and then he also, you didn't see it as well, he put a pillow in the seat between his seat and the seat next to him because of the TV screen in front of them. Like, so. Hi, Elena. Do you get tested on the ship every few days for COVID? Great question. Now, where's that paperwork? This is what I want to talk about, doing a back-to-back cruise. Matthew, hello. Matthew, can't wait for the Greek cruise. Diane, hello. Cruising on the 7th of June. Is that out of Brisbane? Will you come and say hello to me if I'm there working? All right, back-to-back cruises. There is nothing better. Like, I'm serious. There is nothing better. Last night of the cruise or the afternoon, and people have got to go and pack, and they're all sort of a little bit gloomy because they got to get off. But if you're doing a back-to-back, you party hard, baby. All right. So I got this in my room the second day of both cruises, the 3-day and the 4-day. Second day, got this in my cabin. Oh, out of Sydney. Okay. All right. I'll wave. Yes, Debbie's doing a back-to-back next year. Love back-to-back. New people on board. All right. So, dear Pippa, we're so glad you extended your vacation with us. Okay. Settling your account, that's all taken care of. I don't have to worry about that. If you do want to, you just go on your last day. I recommend going on your second last day if you have any issues. Again, the app on your phone is fantastic. You just press a button, it brings up your account. So throughout the cruise, if you have something you want to dispute, you'll see it straight away. Plus, did you know you can also call guest services so you don't have to stand in line if it's something that they can do over the phone? So that's good to know. All right, I will just have to do that. So settling your account, changing staterooms if you do. Again, I highly recommend if you're doing back-to-back, nothing better, staying in the same stateroom. But sometimes you don't have that luxury, or you want to change it up, or you get a royal up, who knows. All right, if you're changing rooms, please have your luggage packed and ready before 9 a.m. So that's doable on that day. Let your stateroom attendant know your new cabin number, which they already will, trust me, so we can assist with transferring of your luggage. Please leave the safe door open when you vacate your stateroom. Any liquor purchase will be delivered to your new stateroom on the last night of the final sailing, FYI. Testing for your next cruise. Testing will take place in the Star Lounge, Deck 5 forward, on your last day. So this was a 4-day cruise, so day 4. Between 8 and 9 a.m., please scan the QR code, which is here. Test results will be, so you scan the code to register. You put in your details. Test results will automatically upload for the next booking. You will be notified if further action is required. I would get an email within an hour of taking that test stating that it was a negative test. Very smoothly, very easy, done. Yeah, I just had to get up at 8 and go get tested. Again, literally 2 minutes out of my time. Granted, I was on deck 7 forward and just had to literally walk down the stairs. It was fine. But it was right next to the Diamond Lounge, so you could have gone and had some breakfast. Check-in and wellness screening for your next cruise. All consecutive cruises must follow a check-in process which requires wellness screening for the next cruise. Please meet our staff in the Star Lounge. This is on embarkation day, 8:45, deck 5 forward on departure morning. Be sure to bring your CPass card, your COVID vaccination certificate or paperwork, your passport, and any other documents required for checking back in to a cruise, so like normal. Staff will escort you off the ship to meet local custom authorities. Be mindful of the weather as this will be transited through open areas. Now, 8:45, they got us to go there. Both times, it wasn't until 9:45 that we got off. Like, I was in there for an hour. That kind of annoyed me. But the thing is that I guess they have to, and every cruise is different, because I think the first cruise, there was about 55 consecutive cruises, where the following cruise, I think there was nearly 100. So it's always going to take different amount of time to give everyone their new CPass card and making sure everyone's there. And you got to also wait for everyone else to get off the ship. So, but it was just, yeah. And I don't know what I would have done, but it was just a wasted hour, I felt. And I had my passport, I had my certificate, I had the negative on my phone, test results, and got off, gave them my passport. He looked at it. That was it. Have a nice cruise. That's it. We went then back to an area, sat down for give or take 10, 15 minutes, and then got back on the ship, and happy days. Welcome to your next cruise. Very simple, easy. You can, if you want to. So after the wellness, and I also got a consecutive lunch, which I don't think I had on the second time because I got surprised by my friend, which is fun. So that's pretty much it. And so guests wishing to get off on the port and not just do sort of straight back on, if you want to explore, you can do so once you have received your screening, your wellness screening, and your check-in process is completed. Okay, so you need to get off, still go through customs, and then you can pick up your new CPass card, which you would have gotten at guest services, not guest service, Deck 5. Keep in mind, the general boarding must be completed before you will be permitted on board. Approximately 12 p.m. Since you already have checked in, simply present your CPass card, government-issued photo ID, and transit card to the port security. Remember, it's all on board by 3 o'clock. So that's the process. I highly recommend it. All right, Jeff, have you seen cruise planner costs for onboard things? Onboard things, as in like internet and stuff like that? Yes, I have. Currently a sale discount for Ovation December, and with regards to Voom, one device is $28. That's cheaper than I've seen it. That's double what it was on sale, on special. Yeah, the prices, look, you talk about the drinks package. Lowest I've seen is $89, which out of Australia, I've seen it $64. So I just think because they need to get money, that it's not going to come down that much anymore. Maria, doing a cruise over Christmas? Nice. Are you a cruise consultant in Brisbane? No, I'm not. I'm not a travel agent, not a cruise consultant. It's really dark now. Sorry about that. I'm just a cruise lover, and I've organised group cruises though, but I'm just a host with that. Oh, it's so dark. I apologise. Are you there? Yes, but I am in Brisbane. Can you do YouTube on using the app? Yes, I can. I've really got to get back into that. I didn't do as much deliberate filming that I would have liked, but I've got some cruises up and coming that I might just wait right there. Let's see if I can do this. We have light. Yeah, so I've got some cruises coming up that I will get footage for. I changed staterooms back to back, and they gave me a red bottle of wine complimentary in my new room. Well, that, my friend, is very nice. Yes, please. Fantastic. Speaking of which, my first back-to-back, I didn't get any cookies, or I meant to get 3 waters. I bought a water package of 24 waters. I didn't finish all the waters, which is fine. But so I asked my cabin attendant, I didn't get my cookies. And so then he arranged it. Then I think I got a delivery of cookies, and then I got a phone call saying, did you get your cookies? And I said, yes, thank you, I did. And then I got another knock on the door with more cookies. But I got water once, but then when I moved cabins for my back-to-back, I got nothing. And I didn't even get an information about being like with my Crown and Anchor tier, which we're doing 5 cruises back to back on Quantum. Outstanding. Yes, I think there's money catch up around. Yes. Brad, was the results via the app, or do you need internet for normal email? Yes, you do need normal internet. It's not through the app. However, that's just you receiving it. If it was a positive result, I would have got a phone call, a tap on the door. But because it was negative, my point is I didn't have to show the authorities when I did the back-to-back, got off. Like, the only thing they wanted to see was my passport. They didn't want to see my vaccination, and they didn't want to see my negative test. That's just what happened for me. Deb, actually have 2 back-to-backs this year, Quantum, different cabins, but couldn't get the same, but they're next door to each other. Exactly, too easy. Second back-to-back is on Edge in the same cabin. Yay! Cruises can start back in Perth in October. There's cruises starting, Matthew, up in the Kimberleys. So outstanding. Scott, hello. Great topic. Back-to-back is always a great topic to talk about. Is the complimentary coffee still awful on the cruises? I don't drink coffee or tea, so I've heard mixed results. I know that I think the Diamond Lounge, they have a coffee machine, Sweet Lounge coffee machine, that they're pretty good, I've heard. But yeah, I don't know about their other stuff. Where is Rue? That is a great question. When I set this up, because it takes so long, but yeah, I don't know where he is. He's got to be somewhere. He might be in my closet. But look, I got this. It's a deck chair. It's a Royal Caribbean deck chair. And when I saw it, I was like, gosh darn it, I have to buy that. But it's so cute. So there was that, and there was this. It's a clip. Put a photo on or a board, but it's got the logo. And so that was, I think, it must have been the end of my first cruise. I saw those and I was like, because I wasn't buying anything. I didn't need anything. But I saw those in the shop, and I was in the photo area. I was like, I have to buy it now. Do you have to hand in your old CPass card? No, but sometimes if their system goes down, you do. You have to hand it to them. They took all the back-to-back cards when we had to go to the guest services to get our old cards back, along with lots of other silly procedures. Yes, again, it could be for a number of reasons why they take your old CPass card. That happened to us on the Harmony, and I believe I forgot to go and get it back. But it was like, oh, the Crown and Anchor person has it, and they were sort of passing it off to each other. But it does happen, and that's why certain people that will remain unnamed go to guest services and say, oh, I lost my CPass card. Can I get a new one? So then they definitely will have get to keep it. Where's Rue? Look, I'm glad you missed him. He had an amazing cruise. Lights go. I know. I apologize. Hi, Scott. Did you have to get straight back on the ship? You didn't have to. No. So it's up to you whether you want to get straight back on. And when you get back on, like, other than the crew, you guys doing the consecutive cruise, you guys are the only ones on board the ship. So what I did was I went back to my cabin, because, again, doing back-to-back, you have your cabin straight away, and got changed and went up and hopped in the hop tub. So it was awesome. Rue's isolating with COVID. No, he's not. Did you find any ducks? No, I didn't, but my friend found one. Rue was still hungover. How did you fit those in your suitcase? Well, they were the flat pack. So you ready? Check this out. It was in a box. And also, if I got photos that were portrait, I didn't have any photos that were landscaped, but if I did, they would have put that photo in here as well. So that was cool. Now I've got to work out how to put it back. So cute, so cute. Love the deck chair. Yes, yes. Do you still have? Do they still have model ships? Yes, they do. Here we go. Jeff, Diamond Lounge coffee machine is not bad. Complimentary coffee at the Windjammer and Promenade Cafe is ordinary, to say the least. I used to have a drink. Michelle, hello. What is it with you and pineapples? Well, because they start like pippa and pineapples. They start with P, and pineapples are really nice, cool things, and it's just cool. I like it. Cute deck chair for Roo. Ah, very true. Robert, on one cruise, someone tested positive a couple of cabins down, and we had to stay in our room for 30 minutes while they disinfected the room and the hallway. There you go. Yep. Love the deck chair. Scott. Okay, thank you. We can have a day in Galveston then. Oh, nice. I was going to say it's not there's not much in Galveston, but it's a sort of a seaside holiday vacation place. Andrew says hi to everyone. Did Roo have to wear a pouch on the flight? He got it. I've got a photo. No, he did quite well. He had a lot of leg room. Easy. The deck chair is Roo's size. Pineapple on pizza. Always pineapple on pizza. Well, not always, but ham and pineapple, you can't go wrong. Scott, great question. Oh, hang on. Can someone please text my husband to tell him to turn the lights on? Scott, any issues with double points being applied? No. Immediately. Double points every time. It was like the sixth day, the points went onto the system, straight away double points. And again, I booked these three cruises in the December when double points had already gone. And we all know that was it February? Beautiful Royal Caribbean came out and said, hey, Australia, you've had a bit of a rough time with not cruising. So we're going to bring back the double points, and it's going to be backdated. So any cruise that you've booked and up to booking of the cruise, it was the 31st of March. There is, look out for Monday, they might change it. But if you booked it by the 1st of March and you're cruising up to the end of April 2023, all double points. So fantastic. And another reason to get on board, 10-day cruise. If you're a solo on this cruise, do you know how many points you're getting? 40. That's crazy talk. Crazy. And if you're in a suite with a twin suite, 40 points. If you're in a solo suite, 60 points. That's crazy. Crazy. Pippa, pineapple, rhubarb. Easy fix, get the espresso martini as normal coffee. Is not good. There you go. Jeff, looks like the daylight saving ends up there today. Very true. After today, the whole East Coast will be on the same time. Dennis, 40 points. That's it. Leave it with me. Deb, do you think they are extending the double points? I have seen documentation of that. So there you go. All right. Well, I'm looking at heading off. Have I said everything that I want to say? I've got all this paperwork around me of different, I did the key. I also bought the key for the 1st of November. And the reason is, and I don't know if it's to get on first. I don't know, because I might want to hang out at the terminal, but I don't know. I'll probably get on board the ship. But let me talk you through that as well. So you get to drop off your carry-on luggage, deck 5, dining room. Up until 2 p.m. you can do that, and they will deliver it to your stateroom. Now, I went to my stateroom, I think around 1 p.m., and they hadn't delivered my carry-on luggage, which I really wanted them to do so. So what's the key? The key is... welcome to Navigator of the Sea. It's time to unlock the key, your premier access to exclusive experiences during your vacation. For an exclusive welcome lunch to a high-speed internet, you'll enjoy many of one-of-a-kind experiences with the key. Let's get started. So basically, if you're going to get the internet anyway, then look at the price difference between the key and the internet. Saying that, in your cabin, to get the key, reflection, it's everyone in your cabin 6 and older would have to purchase it. So it's like, the alcohol drink package. Alcoholic. I think I always say that. So because I was solo, it was just me, and I can't even remember what I paid for the price. No. This light, please. Thank you. Was that Gabrielle? Brad, thank you. Leanne. So if the price is right, definitely look at it. And remember that purchasing through the cruise planner, and if it comes down in price later, you can always cancel, rebook, get the better price. So why wouldn't you do it? So you can drop off your carry-on luggage. I really liked that perk. Okay, exclusive welcome lunch on board, deck 3, main dining room, from the chops menu. So I love myself some mushroom soup, the filet mignon. Well, yeah, so love it. And dessert. Seating between 12 and 1:30. You have private hours on ship's activities as per listed on the back of this letter. Let's go to it. I didn't do these, which is a shame. So again, this is only a 3-day cruise. Day 2, we were at sea, flow rider for an hour. So that's just for the people that booked the key. And then for 11 till 12, ice skating. So again, just people who booked the key. So I didn't go. So that there might have only been 10 people on the flow rider. That's pretty cool. Or ice skating. Then on day 3, Ensenada, there was 2 to 3 in the afternoon, rock climbing wall, just for the people that had the key, and 9 till 10 in the morning, water slides. I wish I'd done that, but it's all good. So very cool. All right, back over. Also, on my particular cruise, there wasn't any tenders, but the key gives you priority in tendering. So you basically can be on the first tender and you don't have to line up and do that stuff. So that's also handy. The following cruise, I did have a tender port, the next 2 cruises I did. So that would have worked out beneficial, but it's fine. Yeah, there you go. Priority departure at tender ports of call, ship to shore only. Staying connected with Voom using your one device surf and stream code, connecting to the Wi-Fi. Seating in the exclusive VIP section at the show's main theatre, Studio B. Request all guests reserve their shows through the app. That's only for the ice show. I didn't see where I could sit for those. Speaking of which, either and I don't have it on me, but on my SeaPass card, there was a little key. End your adventure with an a la carte breakfast on deck 3 main dining room, 6:30 to 8:30. I didn't do that because I was doing back-to-back anyway. And I don't have breakfast on board the ships anymore. Check your SeaPass card for the key logo to make sure you receive all your benefits during your voyage. So yeah, there you go. Scott, so much, Pippa. Thanks. I joined late. No, all good. How many points do you need to get the crystal ship? Great question, Brad. Let's just put that up there. 140 points, and then it's 70 points after that. So 140, is it 210, 280, and so on, every 70 points after. So I hear rumors that they will extend to 30 April. That's what I was talking about with the double points. So stay tuned. I definitely will be promoting that. And then you can get back on board. First, Vicky, hello. First time seeing you live. I love Royal Caribbean. Went on Ovation with family in 2018. Nice. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you got me live. Where is it there? What's the key? Done that. Do you think the key is worth it? Great question. If you're new to cruising, 1000% it's worth it. But if you have too many people in your cabin, it might not be worth it. I wouldn't get it if I was a family of 4 with my kids. They don't need the internet at sea. So many factors, where you're cruising to, if you are going to, depending on the ship as well, different ships have different key experiences. So yeah, there's a lot of factors that come into it. And again, the price. If the price is right, like I said, if the difference between the key and the internet is like $2 or $4 a day and it's a 4-day cruise, yeah, okay, I'll get the key. But if it's, $10 difference and it's a 10-day cruise, then okay, maybe you won't. Like, it's, yeah. David, booking for South Pacific 7 nights in late November next year. It can't be like, is that like, late November 2023? Very cool. Hi, Dave. Jeff, have 3 solo cruises booked for next year Royal season, and the points will take me from 93 to well into Diamond Plus. Right? Outstanding. Love it. Have a look on the planner. Is that for the key? Yep. So you can purchase it through the cruise planner. Hi, Joanne. Do you buy the key? Yeah. So that was my first time I'd bought the key on the 3-day cruise. And I have purchased it for the first cruise that I'm on this season. Like I said, I'm going to buy the internet package anyway, and I haven't been on Quantum of the Seas. So, and it's, I think, so how much did it cost? It's, what is it? I think 8-day cruise, and I think it cost me $300. So I'm hoping that it will come down in price for sure. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm Diamond. Would I benefit from the key? So you got to go through that. Diamond, you're already priority boarding. So, and if you can get an 11 o'clock or 11:30 spot, then that's no worries. The handing off your carry-on luggage, that's a perk for anyone. That would be nice. Chops menu on the first day, again, that's separate and special. And then you've got the internet, which is what it is. You have the designated times for the key. That's got nothing to do with being Diamond, like nothing to do with Crown and Anchor. So that would be a nice perk. And if you're into those certain things, like if you have no desire to go on the flow rider or the ice skating rink or anything like that, then yeah, it wouldn't work. It was me. What? Oh, thank you, Gabrielle. Yum. Was there many others that bought the key? I don't know, but when I went to lunch, there was at least at least 20 people on. So when you walk in, it was sort of like the key was on starboard side and the back-to-back cruises were on the port side. So yeah. Matthew, I'm thinking about doing the key on the group cruise. There you go. Dennis, Flow Rider, looks hard. You just got to hop on, give it a go. Priority attending would be awesome on any cruise. Yes, if you want to get off and do stuff, absolutely. We got off at Catalina. I think we got in there at 10, give or take, and then we didn't get off until like 12. Or reverse. Maybe we got in there at 8 and we didn't get off until 10. So that was fun. Do you go to the gym on the cruise? I accidentally found myself there once. I'm a big walker, so I like to walk. I did for the first time this last cruise. I did take my sneakers and I did take like a workout clothes. I didn't do as much as I wanted to do, but I did do walking and I did do more than I had ever done on a ship before. Why don't I have breakfast? Because it's empty calories. I don't need to have 3 meals a day and then snacking along the way. I reckon at least 75% of my evenings I had pizza at midnight, 1 in the morning. So that's basically my breakfast. Imagine if I had breakfast on top of, like, I don't need to have breakfast on a cruise. Dennis, on Voyager, it was right at the front. It was roped off for the ice show. Cool. In the States, more relaxed cruising, and is there much hype covering COVID or more? There was no one really talking about COVID over there as much as I feel here, but it could just be that you're on vacation. I don't know. So I guess, yeah. And they've been living with it for two years, where I guess Australia has only recently been living with it. So it's different. I might need a crystal ship on the Spot cruise. Yay! I was going to say I'll book it in. Speaking of which, though, I didn't realize with the crystal blocks, you have to go and see the Crown and Anchor person, and you have to fill out a form to let them know that, oh, hey, I'm eligible to get the crystal block this cruise, or if you want it to be delivered to your cabin or you want it to be delivered to your house. I didn't realize know that. And luckily I got like the 140 on the last cruise just then, but my friend brought me his crystal block. It just happened to be the Navigator because he had like 2 or 3 of the Navigators. And so he gave me his, and then it wasn't until after I left that I found out, oh no, you have to fill out paperwork to get yours. So there you go. Now you'll know as well. I didn't know that. Diane, I'm booked on Ovation in November to New Zealand. Yes. Hi, Tony. We got the key on Indy for early booking. There you go. So you just got it for the early booking? I've done so many Royal Caribbean cruises and I've never knew about the key. There you go. Accidentally found myself in the gym. Yeah, I was doing a live and I was just, and this is the sports deck, and this, because on the Navigator it's been amplified, and the gym, they've moved it to the back of the ship. And so when I accidentally found myself in the gym, I'm like, but I'm at the back of the ship, like the gym is at the front. So that's why it was literally an accident, and I didn't understand, and then I couldn't get out of the place. Anyway, Jeff, I've done 26 cruises. I've only been in the gym once to take a photo for someone else's cruising later. That's quality information, people. Yeah, right? It's the little things that no one tells you. I had no idea. Also, I didn't receive like my PIN, and because it was like a very rushed cruise that I got my name put onto, and I didn't get my PIN, which is fine. And then the next cruise I went on, I was already that level, but Andrew, my husband, he he hadn't cruised yet. So then he got that pin. And so I'm like, he got the pin. I still haven't received a pin. And so this cruise I requested, oh, hey, by the way, can I just get my pin? And the diamond concierge was very nice. It gave me it. So that was cool. All right. Now I'm going to leave. I've been nearly on 55 minutes. See? And I wanted to go live on last Tuesday, but something came up. Pin, what pin? Come on, you know about the pin. For each it's like when you're gold, you get a gold pin. And then when you turn platinum, you get a platinum pin, like crown and anchor pin. I haven't got one close to me. And then when you turn emerald, you get a crown and anchor pin, and then diamond plus, and then for pinnacle, you get like big name badge. But yeah, so I think definitely cruising, amping up again. I will be doing 2 lives a week. And look, nearly an hour chatting about it. It's awesome. Love it. Bring it. Is it Jeffner? I'm diamond. I've never had a pin. What? Come on, people. How can you guys never have had a pin? How many so far going on the group cruise? Oh, in the tens. Rue is pinned to the notice board. No pins for Tracy? No one said it. I think I just wanted the diamond to get the free drinks and not pins. True. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I just want a pin. It's like I just want the block. When the glass blocks, and again, my son's taken that as well. It was a big outrage, because they were going to get rid of it because they were staying in Royal Caribbean, that people weren't taking them home, or they were just leaving it in the cabin and people didn't want them. And then when they announced, no, we're getting rid of the blocks, the internet went crazy. It was fixed, I think, within 3 hours. Okay, we'll keep it. Dennis had a pin, but he lost it. Can't wait to get a pin. When the group cruise and where? Glad you asked. Ocean Time group cruise, South Pacific Ocean Time. Spot, I call it the Spot cruise. It's 10 nights out of Brisbane on Quantum of the Seas, going to the South Pacific, overnight in Villa. Hello. Mystery Island. Nice. And wait for it. Noumea. But it'll be great. We've got Brisbane and then 2 sea days. And then we have the 3 ports over 4 days because it's overnight in Villa. And then coming back, 3 sea days. There's nothing better. Only thing better is doing it back-to-back. Other than that, having 3 sea days coming back into port, you're fully relaxed. And again, I can't remember what cruise it was on, but I was on a cruise. I think it might have been 9 nights. And by day 7, it was like, oh, I'm so grateful that I have another 2 days on this ship. So very, very cool. Got to go talk this week, John. Absolutely. And Australia Day is included on the Spot cruise. You're welcome. Jeff, mine have always been with the Crown and Anchor welcome letter on arrival. Absolutely. Very true. With your pin, it should be on your bed when you come in with all the information. Best 10 nights you'll ever have with Pippa as host. Bless you. Can't wait, Pratt. Cannot wait. And we'll have the pre-group cruise. Hey? Dennis, any word on Lalapa? No. I believe you're looking at 2024, 2025. Have to wait and see. Jackie, hello. Highly recommend. Oh, Island at Noumea. I will have to check that out. I like it. And I have to start doing some research for the places. Absolutely. If I didn't have to work, I'd be on the Spot cruise. Tracy, working is so overrated. However, you need the money to buy the cruises to do. So I totally understand. Villa, yes, please. Love Mystery Island, which is great. Oh, Mystery Island. I have been waiting nearly 4 years for Mystery Island, for my group cruise to have an event. 4 years in the waiting. So Mystery Island, Ocean Time Group Cruise, look out. That's all I'm going to say. Robert, the extra Villa Day could turn into Lullapas. I definitely, before the group cruise anyway, I will be heading to Lullapas and having my binoculars out and my telescopic lens and seeing if there's any action on the island and if I can get any details. So I'm sure Brad will join me in that adventure. Deb's gutted she's going to miss out. I'm gutted for you. It's going to be awesome. Been to Mystery Island 5 times. I've only been once, I think. Once, and maybe once or twice got cancelled. Brad, I've been to Mystery Island for so long. It's been a mystery for so long, this event. Yes. So back in the day in 2020, Brad, Deb, Gabby, we were all on Ocean Time Group Cruise on Ovation. We were were we going to Mystery Island? Yes, we had to have been because I had the event and we're still waiting. So you can get cheap massages. Oh, there you go. Matthew's been 3 times. Oh, you're an expert. You can tell me all about it. There we go. Alrighty. It's been over an hour. It has been my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me. Please, it's going to be so much fun. Jump on board South Pacific Ocean Time Group Cruise spot. Get in contact with me. Check out my website, www.oceantime.com.au, or reach out to Gabby TA, which is different to Gabrielle, FYI. I'm going to hire a boat pipper and we can go on a spying mission. That is a great idea. A boat is way better than driving. Okay. I'm looking into it. Yeah, South Pacific and New Zealand. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Hi. Oh, you're in? Okay, we'll do a boat. We'll do it. Love it. Any other takers on the 1st of November cruise? See, it's a pre-group cruise. Bye, Dennis. Bye, Deb. Thanks for being on board, everyone. I really appreciate it. I love your time. Thank you so much. And thanks for being on board, and see you later.